Thanks for being with us here at 11. I'm Marisa Vedra. We begin with Iran and the U.S. agreeing to a 2-week ceasefire. This happened less than 2 hours before President Trump's deadline to strike that country's bridges and power plants. Natalie Brand reports on that push toward a long-standing solution.
The Pentagon says the fight against Iran is over for now as negotiations continue with the hope of a long-term peace.
The joint force remains ready, if ordered or called upon, to resume combat operations with the same speed and precision as we've demonstrated over the last 38 days, and we hope that that is not the case.
Pakistan, which helped mediate the ceasefire, has invited Iran and the U.S. to meet in Islamabad on Friday for further discussion.
We will go for negotiations to see how serious the other side is.
Speaking in Hungary Wednesday morning, Vice President J.D. Vance called it a fragile truce.
If the Iranians are willing, in good faith, to work with us, I think we can make an agreement. If they're going to lie, if they're going to cheat, if they're going to try to prevent even the fragile truce that we've set up from taking place, then they're not going to be happy.
President Trump posted this morning on social media that the U.S. would be working with Iran to dig up their enriched uranium stockpile. And in exchange, America is talking with Iran about tariff and sanctions relief.
A key part of the ceasefire agreement is Iran reopening the Strait of Hormuz to allow oil tankers through that key corridor. Pentagon officials say they believe that is starting to happen.
Our military is watching, I'm sure their military is watching, but commerce will flow. And that's what you saw the markets react to, is that reality.
Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Israel says the ceasefire does not extend to Lebanon and the Iran-backed Hezbollah group. Moments ago, we learned at least 89 people have been killed and 700 wounded in Israel's midday strikes in Beirut. Iran says it will pull out of that ceasefire agreement if those attacks continue. Now, this deal is contingent also on reopening the Strait of Hormuz, but Northwestern political science professor William Reno says there is not much talk about another major part of this war.
There's not a lot of discussion about the nuclear issue, which was supposedly the reason that, or at least one of the reasons that the U.S. went in there in the first place. So Iran's regime, it turned out to be a lot more tenacious. It survived. So I think that in strategic terms, the Iranians will claim that they're the winners.
Professor Reno also said President Trump's extreme threats demanding that Iran come to the table could ultimately hurt the country's credibility in future negotiations.